Whenever you think of motivational, who comes to mind? David Goggins, Gary Vee, Tony Robbins. These people are awesome at motivating people, but where did they get their motivation from? The answer might surprise you. That's a little bit better. I'm going to teach you some tips that I've learned. And no, they're not going to cost you any money. You don't have to buy any apps. You don't have to do anything like that. Since the beginning of the year, I've completed more books than I have in years. Also, a question for you guys. Does listening to a book and reading it count as the same thing? 2 books that I completed that were very impactful for me were Atomic Habits by James Clear and The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F*** by Mark Manson. In the book Atomic Habits, James Clear states, starting small and then making incremental changes and getting 1% better every day. The other big idea he has in the book is the 4 principles to make a habit stick. 4 principles are: make it obvious, make it easy, make it attractive, and make it satisfying. This water's cold as hell. Four-step pattern is the backbone to every habit. Your brain runs through these steps in the same order every single time. First, there's the cue. That's the trigger that initiates the habit. Make the cues obvious and visible to increase the likelihood of starting the habit. Next is the craving. Develop a strong desire or craving for the habit. Associate the habit with a positive feeling or outcome to motivate yourself to do it. The third step is response, and this is you actually doing the habit. Make the habit easy by breaking it down into smaller, more manageable steps. The last step is reward. Now this is rewarding yourself for doing the habit. Associate the habit with a satisfying reward to reinforce the habit and make it more likely to stick. The second book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***, had a huge quote that impacted me. It was called the do something principle. The typical way we think motivation works is we get inspired, gives us motivation to do our desired action. The problem with this is that often the changes we want or need are inspired by negative emotion that hinder us from taking action. If someone wants to lose weight but has a lot of body negativity, then they're not going to want to go to the gym and they're going to stay on the couch. This is where the do something principle comes in. If you lack the motivation to make an important change in your life, then do something. Anything. Then harness the reaction to that action and begin motivating yourself. This turns the way you get motivated into doing something, even the smallest thing. That will soon give you inspiration and then motivation. Then it just becomes an endless loop. I've been using these principles in my life and have found tremendous success in the past year. I've been working out more regularly. When I have college classes due, I just start them and I'm able to finish them because I have the motivation to just keep going. Hell, being in college itself was a byproduct of doing something, because I never thought that I would be able to go to college again, but then I was like, you know what? I'll put it in there, I'll try to do some classes, and it just became a snowball effect to that. I bring this up because I believe all these motivational speakers aren't as motivational to themselves as it would seem. I believe they just have a habit of doing something and then being motivated by the result that they see from people they're motivating. My light just turned off. So how can you implement these strategies into your life? Dryer's going off, hold on. Start slowly. If you want to start going to the gym, just make the decision to go to the gym and just tell yourself, I'm only going to do one exercise. Most of the time, just you getting there will get you motivated to do a little bit more. And even if you didn't do any more, you still went to the gym and did one exercise, which is better than doing absolutely nothing. This works for other tasks as well. It doesn't have to be fitness. Just if you have a task that you need to get done, just start doing 5 minutes of it. And most of the time, you'll motivate yourself to just keep going. And even if you didn't, you will still have done 5 minutes of it as opposed to having none of it done. The principles in these books have helped me out more than I can imagine for this last year. Hopefully this new year will be an even better one. I hope you guys all have a happy new year. If you guys want to check out my 3 simple tips for helping you lose weight, click this video right here. I want you guys all to have a great rest of the day.